Hey guys, this is Sloane and Kim Petersen with the Petersen Group at Keller Williams, and today we are talking about single-family homes versus townhouses. Now, obviously, the biggest difference between a single-family home and a townhome is the way it sits. A single-family home is a standalone unit, while a townhouse is attached, usually with about 4 in a row.
Yeah, so single-family homes are more freestanding, typically on a plot of land that actually belongs to the owner. And then sometimes townhouses, you do own the land, sometimes you don't. But if you do, it's only like a smaller portion of land, like a small porch or a small backyard.
Yeah, so depending on how you personally feel, if you like to play your music super loud or you're in a rock band, maybe don't like the attached neighbors concept too much.
And another thing to look at is there are CC&Rs and HOA rules, right, that make it a little bit different. So, for example, maybe you like painting your door a certain color, or you want to have more bigger animals. You want to even work on your cars. There's certain rules where HOAs won't even let you work on your own car in your driveway. So little rules like that can make a big difference.
Absolutely. Another thing about townhomes versus single-family homes is location. A lot of time townhomes are more in proximity to a town, right? A city, that city life. Whereas a single-family home, you can find them in towns and cities, but also a lot of them in rural areas.
Yeah, and fun fact, I love bringing those dad jokes. So actually, townhouses got their name from being in a town.
Go figure, right? And oftentimes another thing about townhomes when we're discussing it, particularly with new home buyers, is townhomes are a lot newer most of the time. So in a townhome, you might be getting more of the latest and greatest in smart home plans, nicer, more high efficient systems, and also cosmetics, right? A lot of times you will see the granite, the nicer, newer products in a townhome versus a single-family home.
Yeah, and definitely while we're out looking at houses too, say just to use a rough number, say 300,000, right? We'll see maybe a newer townhouse for $315, whereas maybe it's a starter home at 300,000 that needs a lot of TLC. So sometimes if you're in that starting price point, you can get a better quality home in a townhouse and use that as a stepping stone kind of house.
Absolutely. And oftentimes when you're purchasing a townhome, we talk about the affordability factor. Townhomes are always going to be more affordable. Therefore, resale value, townhomes are gaining an equity higher than a single family home.
And people who are active, right? We talk about that. So sometimes it's your lifestyle versus why you want a townhouse versus a single family home. And for those of you that don't know, is townhouses, most of your exterior maintenance is included, whether that be, just landscaping, snow removal, and then things like siding, paint, roofing, all that kind of stuff. A lot of that is included in your HOA dues. So there's a lot less maintenance sometimes. Or if you don't, you're a single parent or whatever, maybe you don't have the skills or the money to be doing those kind of maintenance items.
Absolutely. Now, if you're somebody like Sloane who loves landscaping, you might not like living in a townhome. So again, it boils down to personal preference.
Yeah, and they don't even let you change sometimes even the flowers out front, right? So they do, going back to the rules, there's a lot of rules that come with townhouse ownership.
Absolutely.
We talked about this a little bit, but houses do come up with some upkeep, right? That you'll have to do yourself or hire someone else out. So just little things like that, right? Even we talked about painting, doing roofing, things like that. But one thing to keep in mind is some people look at townhouses like the HOA fee and go, you know what, I'm just paying for this $150 fee where I'm not getting anything. And on your own, your utilities, just water, sewage, and trash, those are usually $80 alone.
Yeah.
So if you're getting amenities and maintenance and insurance paid on top of that, sometimes a townhouse could be more beneficial. So this really depends on what your lifestyle is, what your goals are, and what your financial ability is, whether you want to do a townhouse or a single family home. And we do see a lot of people start in a townhouse and then kind of move into a single family home as their family or their needs change, their grows or changes.
Absolutely. What it all boils down to is whether you buy a single family home or a townhouse, either way, if you have the ability to purchase, now is the best time. So give us a call at 801-529-3867 or email us at Sloaneandkim@gmail.com. We would love to discuss your options with you.
Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.